It is very amusing to me. Work, you bastard. Okay, we're good. Alright. I always love hearing my fucking shit through my own mic. It's lovely. I love it so much, guys. I love it so much. Uh, Fun times. Okay. So. So. Um, hmm. I don't know. It's home show to Rumble. And if I play my cards correctly, I can possibly do Rumble directly after this. And that is the hope. that is the hope that will be the case. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so obviously trying to like get the last few things in order before the show will be very like detrimental, especially considering like I kind of need to focus on getting certain things ready for specifically the actual Royal Rumble matches. So yeah, kind of have to do that. kind of got to focus on that. Kind of got to focus on that. So yes, so this will probably be one of the lighter shows, if I'm being honest. But apparently that's just how the cookie crumbles. So fun. But yeah, I think without further ado, I'll start to smash this one out. Let's do this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECW. I'm your host, as always, Scott Silver, coming to you live from the UBS Arena in New York City, bringing you the go-home show to the Royal Rumble, and we open with the Drew McIntyre Hardcore Open Challenge. What a way to start off this episode. Our champion, loud and proud, coming in.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre once again on the search of finding a worthy opponent. Trying to do whatever he can. The Open Challenge is literally the reason. It is his way of trying to find a worthy opponent, and we've seen some people get dangerously close. Swerve Strickland, LA Knight, Obafemi. The list goes on, and the list of bodies underneath Drew McIntyre continues to grow. Who answers tonight? And it seems to be the phenomenal one. The man himself, enjoying his last year as a professional wrestler. It's AJ Styles.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, as we know, for the last a few months ago, around SummerSlam and before, he was trying his hardest to capture the ECW championship from Jai Phillips. The amount of times he challenged for it, he came up short, but those matches were indeed phenomenal. A performance like that in this match tonight against Drew McIntyre could very much solidify him to have a shot at the Hardcore Championship, even possibly at the Royal Rumble itself. The phenomenal one versus the Scottish Warrior. Here we go, Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles. Both men are ready to kick off ECW. Here we go, off to a solid start. Styles trying to get in those quick strikes that he's known for, getting in that much needed chip damage. I think the more and more Drew decides to go on with this Open Challenge, the more and more his opponents become more knowledgeable in his attacks, his patterns, his techniques, everything that makes him vulnerable to the perfect challenger. It keeps on coming out week in and week out. And will Styles be the one to capitalize on this? We will soon find out. But remember, the caveat about the Open Challenge itself is that you not only have to beat Drew McIntyre, but you also need to go on and beat him a second time when the title is on the line. So you not only have to beat him once, you got to beat him twice. And right now, Styles has been in control almost all this match. Seems to try to find his opening, but just as I say it, McIntyre now utilizing that strength, running power slam to AJ Styles. Kick, though, to the side of the head. Again, Styles has been wrestling a lot more than Drew. Both of them former TNA champions. Both of them former WWE champions. They know their way around, but Styles definitely been wrestling a lot longer than Drew. But Drew has the power advantage, pulling out a full effect that stomps to the chest right now. And now we'll go outside and look possibly for some weaponry. That is exactly what Drew is doing, but Styles will quickly meet him out there, stopping him from using the sledgehammer. But Drew not stopping anytime soon, sending him into the post. the metal post directly to the skull of AJ Styles. And again, we'll try to look for that sledgehammer now. Directly into the midsection of AJ Styles. And again, try to go for a third time, but Styles able to catch it. And now, Russian leg sweep onto that head of that sledgehammer. Now thrown into the post. Dish of your own medicine. Styles getting in some chip damage onto the left leg of McIntyre. Now, of course, these men don't want to waste too much of their energy, considering that the Royal Rumble is mere moments away. We'll be going to Canada for that event. Time will soon tell. Once again, we will be heading to the Rogers Center. Now straight into the steel steps goes Drew McIntyre. But now Styles trying to get him back into the ring, trying to get into a position where he could possibly pin or submit him. Tries to go for a cover now. Could we possibly see Styles challenge for the hardcore title, but no count. Now catching him. Drew now on the offense, but Styles quick to shut it down, going into the corner. And now attack the leg right there, Drew McIntyre. And now the strikes in the corner. Again, just trying his best to attack the leg. And now that I think about it, that is one of the most perfect strategies against Drew McIntyre because of that Claymore. The weaker his legs are, the less likely he can to do that Claymore kick to put it out of his misery. So let's see here, but look at this, Drew McIntyre. Future Shock DDT. Cover on Styles. But a kick out at 2. Styles was so preoccupied of attacking the leg and getting the chair back in the corner. And look at this, just as I said it, the countdown. Claymore kick. The Claymore to Styles. Cover. To get his opportunity out of the way. And now the Styles, the kick out at 2. The fans chanting, "You're not perfect." Dust it off and keep going. Trash can now in the ring. Styles now heading the top rope. But and throwing him onto the trash can. Throwing him from the top rope, stopping Styles in his tracks and throwing him back first onto that steel trash can. Now Drew McIntyre power bomb to AJ Styles. Now McIntyre top rope. And he gets the leg drops. What happens now? Getting the steel chair. Try to possibly get it onto the midsection of Styles, but no. Again, now trying to get it, but again, Styles. Both men did not get good exchanges on that. And now finally using the steel chair to the spine of AJ Styles. Right where the steel trash can was broken upon his impact. But now again, Styles trying to get some technical prowess and a Claymore kick! Claymore kick out of nowhere! Cover on Styles! And Drew McIntyre walks away with another victory. Styles was so good in the early moments of this match, but it was not enough for the Scottish Warrior to come in and clean up. What a match this was. Just as we were talking about the Claymore kick being ineffective, the Future Shock DDT to weaken him. Just enough time to get his footing back. Claymore right there. That would have been it. That has been it for various amounts of challenges in the past. Styles still holding on The avalanche right there. The leg drops from the top rope, just wearing down Styles as much as he could. And it turned out to be Styles' undoing. Right here, just breaking out of Styles' control. Claymore right there. And that secured McIntyre another victory.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Congratulations, Drew McIntyre, for another well-fought victory as we now move in to one of our crazier matches. Wait a second, the cameras just picked this up backstage! That's Rey Mysterio, Ilya Dragunov! As we know, last pay-per-view! At Survivor Series, Rey Mysterio successfully defended the Cruiserweight Championship, and Ilya Dragunov came to confront him, DDT off the pavement! These two are not done with each other. This blood feud that's been boiling over for months and months and months. These two are refusing to let each other go. Jesus Christ. Someone send some security back here. Someone get in this and stop these two before they break themselves and break the backstage arena. This isn't right. Someone get there and stop them now. Come on. Someone get in amongst this. And these two were able to be taken care of backstage by our officials, but now we move on to women's competition. As the women's champion Roxanne Perez, title around her waist, and of course being accompanied by the rest of Demolition, Cora Jade, Maya Rogers.
This is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring, representing Demolition from Cincinnati.
We now know that Maya Rogers in contendership tonight. Of course, she has been through quite the roller coaster of emotions, especially counting what happened at Survivor Series, where this team successfully defeated the Riot Squad in their women's War Games match. But then later in the night, Maya joined her brother, joined her father, Jackson and Liam, in their War Games match. But Maya seems to be 100%. She's gonna compete in this match. But who against? And it's a tale as old as time. The wrestling Barbie of the world. It is Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton is in contestant for tonight. A tale as old as time. Stratton, Rogers.
Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
These two have faced so many times in their careers. And I'm just being informed now by backstage producers that this match has a special condition here. The winner of this match will be guaranteed to be in the final 10 contestant for the Royal Rumble. So whoever wins this match will have a number between number 20 and number 30. What a price for this match. What a prize indeed. Both women ready. Match has officially started. Maya and Stratton. And now, of course, accompanying her, Roxanne Perez, the women's champion, Cora Jade, Ms. Money in the Bank. We can't forget that. Winning the briefcase off of Jade Cargill a number of months ago. Is that what Maya's trying to do here? If she wins this match, and hell, hypothetically, if Maya Rogers was to go out and win the Royal Rumble, would she even use the match? The entire point of Cora Jade right there on the outside is to hold on to the Miss Money in the Bank contract, guaranteeing you a title match anytime, anywhere, is to make sure that Roxanne stays champion. Who's to say that Maya isn't entering the Rumble to go on and win it, to make sure that Roxanne continues to be champion? That is something we need to think of as we see our women's champion on the rope there, taking off the turnbuckle padding right there. That could be very much used for later. And now Maya on a complete wreck here. Trying to show that she's not worn out, that she's not having levels of fatigue. Right here, power bomb position on Tiffany Stratton, right there in the middle of the ring. Maya quickly going to the outside, and Stratton Kip Up will quickly join her, going to the top rope. What is she thinking about as the ladder comes in? A play drop kick to Maya on the outside. Just as Maya was trying to get that ladder into the ring, stopping her, trying to say that she's more than this. Moonsault, standing moonsault onto Maya. Trying to get her back up, but Maya fighting off a little bit. Clothesline right there, Stratton. Elbow drop as well. And now Stratton reversing the momentum. And now, look at that, the cartwheel into Alabama Slam. Stratton now being talked down to by Cora Jade. As Maya, I don't think Stratton's trying to realize Maya now back to her feet, and now will throw her across the outside area, trying to get some momentum back. The longer this match goes, the more worn out these two women are gonna be. These two know practically everything about one another. Back of the ring now. Now trash can. Then they want tables, and Maya shall give. As we see Roxanne Perez now yelling at Tiffany Stratton, distracting her long enough for Maya to join the rest of the members of Demolition, trying to distract Stratton, but now being reversed into the steel steps. The other members of Demolition can't necessarily get involved. We see the table. Stratton now sending it ablaze. Maya now. Snake Eyes off of the apron of the ring. Whether they use the table is completely random. Suplex by Maya. And now, right there, tripping her up. Constantly so close to the flames. But Maya will go inside the ring, trying to think of something else to do. Try to get the trash can in play here, but gets thrown out again by Stratton. Stratton now top rope though, and now Maya strategically getting into the ring to prevent the high risk maneuver. But Stratton now again just throwing Maya to the outside, trying to get this table. But Maya is not having it. And now, again, Snake Eyes off the ropes. Quite the matchup. And now being thrown over. And now thrown, extinguishing the flame. Stiff right by Maya Rogers. Throwing the table into the ring. High risk. Trying to go for a double axe handle, but came up short. And now Russian leg sweep by Stratton. Stratton now will throw Maya back into the ring. Trying to get this done and dusted. There we go, taking her down. As Cora Jade again now getting involved and now taking off the other padding of this turnbuckle. Stratton may be in trouble here. Into the corner. Maya targeting the spine. Face first and then German suplex on the unopened table. Trash can as Cora Jade talking down the referee. Maya getting Stratton the center of the ring, but now being tripped up by Stratton. Tiffany trying to do what she can. But now reversed on by Maya. And now looking for it. Can she get it? There it is! Left on red! Left on red! Countering right there in the middle of the ring, but Stratton able to roll through just in the nick of time to reverse the left on red. And now thrown into that exposed turnbuckle, courtesy of Jade. Right there on the outside. Trash can thrown in on Maya. The fans have gone wild here. And now using the ropes to try to get a victory off Maya, but a kick out at 2. But now look at this, Maya Rogers, payday! Payday connected, trash can once again in hand. And now Stratton trying to shake off Maya Rogers, and now both of them will start trading blows. The fans have gone wild here tonight in New York. Back and forth between the two. The other members of Demolition looking for Maya to pick up some stride, but Stratton taking it directly with that drop kick. And again, being yelled at by the world champion herself. But now reversed on, and now ripping the back of Maya. Maya again neck first into that exposed turnbuckle, covered by Stratton. But a kick out at 2, only just. And now, prettiest moonsault ever! Can Stratton finally beat Maya? Kick out at 2! After a prettiest moonsault ever, still not enough to put Maya away. And now Maya looking for it again, center of the ring. Left on red, connecting, locked in, and Tiffany Stratton just tapped out just when we thought she was gonna have this match done and dusted. Tiffany Stratton submits to the left on red, and Maya Rogers solidifies a number between 20 and 30 for the Women's Royal Rumble. If you had to ask me which is my favorite Stratton-Rogers match, this one is number 1. So much happened. Even using Maya's own games against her to try to pick up the victory was not enough. Right here, the payday that possibly put this all into motion. Stratton, we thought she all had it, and look how slowly this shoulder was to get up, but it was the left on red submission that put it all to rest.
Here is your winner, May Rogers.
Maya Rogers, as the rest of Demolition celebrates, as we move on to our next match. Here we go, our semi-main event tonight. The return, the in-ring return of the Prince, Finn Balor.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Balor, as we know, returned last week with a face-off to the ECW champion, Adam Cole. The one man that Adam Cole could never beat is this man right here. But can he, the real question is now, does he have ring rust? Does he have a little bit of fatigue not being in the ring this long? Finn Balor looks energized. He looks ready to go. So only time will tell. But the question is, who is his opponent tonight? Is it someone he has history with? Is it someone entirely new? We're about to find out right now as the Prince tries to stay on his throne. And it seems it is the chairman, Shawn Spears, has stepped up to the plate.
And his opponent from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
Shawn Spears already guaranteed to be in the Royal Rumble. I can confirm Shawn Spears is in the Royal Rumble in front of his Canadian fans. Hometown advantage for Shawn Spears. But can Shawn Spears knock off the Prince? We're about to find out right now. Here we go, Finn Balor. Shawn Spears as the fans are chanting behind Finn. Match is now officially underway, and Shawn wasting no time trying to possibly get a sharpshooter. The Canadian pride, obviously mirrored by Canadian legend Bret Hart, immediately trying to go for a sharpshooter, but Finn now collar and elbow tie-up, trying to shut that down. But Shawn Spears having power over the back. Just trying to tug him around, but Finn now headlock. And now, look at that. An old school wrestling match is upon us right now. Right there, Finn trying to go for a cover quite early on. Gonna kick out at one. You gotta think, Finn, the inaugural Cruiserweight champion, winning it at WrestleMania after all. But will he be able to go on and win the Rumble, or win the title, or win any other thing to solidify his shot at WrestleMania? Another collar and elbow tie-up from both men. And now Shawn pushing Finn into the corner. The referee will pull them apart. Clean break, though, that is the question. No, Shawn Spears with the stiff. And now keeping Finn inside the corner. Getting some distance. Running knee strike. Will now get some weaponry of his own. Try to go for his chair, but realizing the count was going to get called. Drop kick to the leg now. Now Sean, right there in the midsection right there. Now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do it a second time. Cover now by Sean Spears. But a kick out at 1. And now Finn back to his feet. Into the ropes now. Try to go through that big stomp there, but Sean was able to catch it. Some stiff back shots right there. But now Finn trying to get a hold of it. Sean Spears stopping him. Was he trustfully go for it? No, he goes for a town down. Cover by Spears. But a kick out at 2. Sean Spears looking to finish Finn Balor's return. But no, Finn stiff right was able to stop it from possibly coming to light and stiff down. And look at, wait a second, it's Adam Cole! Adam Cole just walking out in this middle of this match. And of course, attacking Finn Balor, but Finn Balor was able to catch it with some double stomps there. And now Cole was able to try to get out of the way so Sean Spears could capitalize, possibly trying to cost Finn Balor the match, and he does! Adam Cole coming through and costing Finn the match. Sean Spears advances to the Royal Rumble. What an upset. Right here. Though it did not connect, it let the double super kick from Sean Spears connect. And that is all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Sean Spears.
Congratulations, Sean Spears. As we now move on to our main event title defense here tonight. Main event time tonight. As it seems that we know our challenges. There they are, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin.
Contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. And combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns!
The Motor City Machine Guns continuing to try to have some shots against the one team they can't beat. Ethan King. Of course, accompanied by Wade King. There he is, the United Kingdom, the NXT Tag Team Champions.
And at a combined weight of 483 pounds, the ECW Tag Team Champions, Ethan King and Wade King, the United Kingdom.
These two men, of course, since that man right there, Ethan King, is already in singles competition at the Royal Rumble, they can't defend the NXT Tag Team Championships. ECW, my apologies. So they must defend them here tonight against the Motor City Machine Guns. Before Ethan goes on and faces Liam Rogers. There it is. That's what it's all about. There we go, the title handoff. Everyone wants the Kings to lose the belts. They've wanted it ever since it's happened. Here we go. Both teams ready. And the match is officially underway. Your main event title defense. Traditional ECW tag team rules apply. All four men in contestant at any given time. The first member of the team to pick up a pinfall or submission will walk away the victors. And it seems like the Motor City Machine Guns are right now taking it to the United Kingdom. They have been a little bit on the shelf as of late, as Ethan and Wade have been distracted trying to take out Liam Rogers and also doing the bidding of CM Punk, which involves trying to take out Jai Phillips, who, as we remind you, will have his match at the Royal Rumble going one-on-one with CM Punk to finally get his much-needed revenge. See there, Chris Sabin. The fans chanting their one tables. Alex Shelley trying to take it to Wade King, as we saw Chris Sabin there with using the kendo stick. And look at this, rolling over, using Wade's weight and power against him. It was not enough, and now Wade's more pissed off than hurt. Now Chris Sabin trying to get at it at Wade King's expense. And now look at this, Hurricane Rana, well executed there by Alex Shelley. Bouncing off of the apron, there goes Wade King. All four men just trying to create a bloodbath, and damn, they're good at doing it. Wade King looking for some weaponry, and Chris Sabin stops him in his tracks. And now, look at this, try to go crossface. Crossface by Chris Sabin. Not enough there, as Alex Shelley again somehow overpowering Wade King. That is extremely rare to happen. Now, Ethan King trying to deal with both members of the Motor City Machine Guns at once, but now thrown back into the ring. Chris Sabin, ladder in hand. Wade King bulldozing Alex Shelley. And now, reversal by Ethan. Now Ethan, look at this. Kill switch engage. Cover to try to get this match as we see Wade King with the sledgehammer trying to stop Alex Shelley from breaking out the pinfall. Well executed strategy there as Ethan King helping out Wade. And now thrown in, trying to go for an outstanding Spanish fly. Ethan King missing the Full Metal Jacket attempt in the corner. Sledgehammer now as Alex Shelley. Hurricane Rana there as Wade King top rope. And now been aware of Alex Shelley as he throws him onto that ladder. And now uppercut by Ethan. Going for the cover as Chris Sabin tries to get into the ring to help him. The kick out doesn't matter. Wade King drop to Sabin on the outside as we see Ethan and Shelley back on the inside. Double axe handle connects. What happens now? All four men slowly exhausted as we see Wade King top rope trying to get something done on Chris Sabin. Axe handle there, and we see now thrown to the floor by Ethan. Just wasn't enough. Wade King refusing to agree there. And now, look at that, Ethan King sending Alex Shelley through the table. That could be down and out for Shelley. Chris Sabin's all that's left, and now walking around, power slam, choke slam there from Wade King. Blue Thunder bomb by Ethan. These two teams are giving it their all. Of course, tag team titles on the line. And now, just like that, the titles remain with the United Kingdom. The Motor City Machine Guns came so close. They fired out of the gate on all cylinders. The kill switch engaged there. Put Chris Sabin back onto plain land. No longer in fantasy. That could have been it. Wade was dealing with Shelley quite well at that point. Same here, but just the kick out. Trying so hard to fight. And then the choke slam after Shelley being put through the table and the chair being utilized. Right there, the Blue Thunder bomb as well. Trying to really get him out of commission, and that is what it took because the United Kingdom remain your tag team champs.
Your winners, and still ECW Tag Team Champions, Ethan King and Wade King, the United Kingdom.
There they are, still your tag team champions. As that man, Ethan King, will go one-on-one with Liam Rogers at the Royal Rumble. And with that, that has been our show. Thank you so much for tuning in to ECW. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you, which will be in an hour or so when we do the Royal Rumble. See you then.